Hi, I am Elizabeth Medeiros, and I am a very grateful graduate of Sanctified Hope. I was in prison for 4 years, and I was released in October of 2017. At that time, my life was still in chaos. I had hardly any hope. I really didn't know where to go, what to do. I just knew that I needed to survive, and I wasn't sure how that would happen. While I was in prison, I had heard about the Sanctified Hope program and I had applied. They had answered my inquiry and asked a bunch of questions about me versus just sending me an acceptance letter where some other organizations just automatically sent that. And that spoke volumes to me that Sanctified Hope wanted to get to know me as an individual. So I decided at that point in time that I would pursue the Sanctified Hope program. Now, I wasn't quite prepared for everything when I was released. When you're released, they give you $50 at the gate and another $50 if you make it to parole. And they expect you to rebuild your life with just $100. And that's extremely difficult. But Sanctified Hope provided for all of my needs from the very beginning. From the moment I walked in the door, they gave me clothing, they gave me hygiene products, they gave me a hairbrush, which was a really big deal for me because I had this crazy curly hair and I hadn't had a hairbrush in 4 years. Being given something that I didn't have to do something for or compromise my values for, it was freely given to me with love. And that's what Sanctified Hope does with every participant who walks through that door. But at the time, I was not a believer. Even though I wanted the peace, I just didn't know how. Through one of our programs that we had attended, I was led to the Lord by one of the volunteers there. And at that moment in time, the peace that only Christ can bring, just washed over me. And I had hope for the first time in my life. I've also experienced the restoration of family. And that's probably the biggest benefit that I have received from Sanctified Hope. When I was in prison, my son wouldn't even speak to me. But since then, he has forgiven me, and we've been able to bond at a better level, a deeper level than ever before. When I was released from prison, I really didn't have a direction. Again, I just knew I needed to get a job, and I needed to survive somehow. But through the Jobs for Life program, they really promoted education, and they also promoted, job readiness skills. But it was in that program that one of the professors from Weatherford College came out and he spoke about the LCDC program, which is Licensed Chemical Dependency Counselor. And I honestly didn't think that, number one, I could qualify for it. Number two, that I was smart enough for it. The folks from Center of Hope, as well as from Sanctified Hope, helped guide those steps and empower me to believe in myself to be able to enroll in school. In January of 2018, I had enrolled for the LCDC program. And through that program, I realized that I can go to school and I can have a purpose in life, something beyond survival. God is able to use the very thing that was made to destroy me, my addiction, the reason why I was in prison in the first place. God was able to use that, cultivate it, and empower me to pursue my education so I can work with others who struggle with the exact same thing that I struggled with my entire life. All of the amazing people who empowered me along the way through the Parker County community, as well as from Sanctified Hope, I was able to enroll in school. And I actually graduated with my bachelor's degree of social work in December of 2021. And that was, words can't even describe the elation of accomplishing something. So now I'm also enrolled for a master's program, and I pray that I will finish my master's degree in December of 2022. God has blessed me with the ability to pour back into the women of Sanctified Hope. I have been given a position of case manager, but I'm able to work with the women who come out of prison, share my courage, strength, and hope, but also try to help them see beyond the immediate. Because when we come out, that's all we're focused on. How are we going to live? How are we going to survive? What are we going to do? Or what are we going to have to do? But with Sanctified Hope, we don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to think in that mindset of survival. We're able to think in the mindset of a blessing in being a child of God and being able to see beyond the here and the now and to move forward and have a purpose and fulfilling that purpose that God has called us for.